yourself into the ground, as I always say. Ground your feet. Grab the hand of your inner child. And let's harness the now. We talk a lot about the past and the present, but we're going to focus right now on the now. The power of now is always present, nowhere to be than where you are. The power of now flows oh so gracefully. The power of now is always perfect, nothing to be than who you are. The power of now flows oh so easily. Be willing to let go of everything you think you need to know. Oh, be strong enough to let go of everything you think you need to control. For everything goes away. Let everything wash away. The power of now. The power of now is ever flowing, connecting us all to the one. The power of now unfolds so peacefully. Be willing to let go of everything you think you need to know. Oh, be strong enough to let go of everything you think you need to control. For everything goes away. Let everything wash away. The power of now. The power of now. The power of now. The power of Thank you, everyone. Moving on to our next song as we celebrate when Holy is hiding right before us, but also going into our divine conversation that we're going to have with our lovely divine speakers today. Sometimes it's hard to feel a bit magical in these winter months. It's been a little challenging with the weather and whether the sun's out or the sun's away, as it always likes to peer through at this time of day. Always speak in rhymes accidentally. But remember, there is a magic within you and everyone, and just finding that little spark during these cold seasons. It's about going in at this time of year. And so make sure to let the magic in, whatever that means for you. So let's sing about letting the magic in our lives. I knew I was right. I seen it all before. I closed my mind, couldn't even find the next open door. All the dreams that died were just blocking the light. When I opened my eyes, suddenly I could let the magic in. Finally found it again. I wasn't sure where to start until I opened my heart and let the magic in. When I needed a hand, I found so many friends. They were there all the time in my life. I was just blind to them. Now my dreams are alive. I found my passion again. I love to get up and go, 'cause now I know to let the magic in. Finally found it again. I wasn't sure where to start until I opened my heart and let the magic in. Now when I lose my way along the path, I found a star of trails to guide me back. Let the magic in. Finally found it again. I wasn't sure where to start until I opened my heart and let the magic in. Finally found it again. I wasn't sure where to start until I opened my heart and let the magic in. So glad I opened my heart and let the magic in. Thank you, everyone.
Madam, thank you so much. Sets the mood for everything, right? Awesome music. Mariette. There's Mariette, by the way. Unity teaches that each person is a unique individual expression of God, and that we create our experience of life according to the thoughts and feelings we hold in our minds.
And unity was found on prayer. We believe and teach that affirmative prayer and meditation changes us by raising our consciousness and helping us realize our connection with the divine and the truth of who we are.
Okay, so our affirmation for February is, as a spiritual community, love is our source, our nature, and our expression. If you would please repeat that with me. As a spiritual community, love is our source, our nature, and our expression. Now Adam's going to perform a special song for us.
Thank you, loves. Ciao, Mariette. Thank you, everyone, for being here on this beautiful, sunny Sunday, February 1st, the month of love, and a perfect song requested by our lovely divine speakers today. The month of love and all the metaphors and the beautiful moments we've celebrated with either giving or receiving a rose. One of my favorite people in Windsor, in case you didn't know this, Reverend David, we have a gentleman downtown that's name is Rose Guy. And he goes around and he sells roses. And I've known him to be downtown for as long as I've been able to go downtown. Now I'm 33 and perform downtown. So when I think of this song, I don't only think about my Nona, but I think about all the moments that people have bought a rose. And I've witnessed people having a moment after giving a rose. So think about those moments with either giving or receiving a rose and all the metaphors and all the sacredness to this flower while we sing this next Bette Midler classic. This is The Rose. Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger and endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, its only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waiting that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the keen and the strong, just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the sea that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. That was just beautiful. Now let's welcome Annette Demers and Rodi to the stage to engage in their divine conversation. entitled Opening Our Hearts to Love, Joy, Peace, Gratitude, and the Sacredness in Everyday Living. Both women are longtime members of Unity and volunteers on various committees. Annette is a member of the Social and Hospitality Committees, head of the Seminar Committee, and co-organizer of our annual Fall Wellness Fair. Maria is head of the Social Committee and Hospitality Committee. It's always dual here. And our office administrator. So welcome, ladies.
You got my music. Amazing. Okay. First of all, let's just say again, thank you to Adam, because I don't know about you, but the music, the rose, when it all culminates, it like fills the whole room with energy, like and love, right? So let's just clap one more time for Adam, please.
I always got a lot of stuff. Okay, let me get my notes. So good morning, everyone. Welcome. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, and I always want to say a special welcome to people at home and to my guru, AKA husband, Chris. I know when I'm at home watching, I kind of like that when people wave. I kind of feel more a part of it, So our talk title today is Opening Our Hearts to Love, Joy, Peace, Gratitude, and the Sacredness in Everyday Living. And weren't those songs so appropriate? Thank you, Adam. They were just perfect, right? Perfect for today. And I forgot. I requested the rose, and I forgot it always makes me cry. So I forgot that part. It really made me cry. And I guess it's kind of a good thing, because I just want to be honest. I just want to tell you that I really didn't want to be here today. And it's and I like to share it because I know, like in counseling, they tell you, name it and claim it. And so I'm naming it and claiming it. Not because I didn't want to be with all you. I've been in a really low mood lately, and not because of the weather, because I love the cold weather. I do like it. But it's just, things that have happened. I heard people said something about me, and, that just touched my wound, right? We all have this little wound, and, the scab's over, and then, so the scab came off in the last month or so. So I've been really in a low mood. So I got to tell you, I felt like an introvert. I'm an extrovert. You all know that, of course, right? It's obvious. So, but, even extroverts sometimes just want some introvert time. But I'm going to stretch myself here today. I made my notes, and they also helped me open my heart. So that's what we're doing today. So I just had to share that. Okay, thank you for listening. So if I'm not perfect, and who is, or go off or something or start to cry, please understand. Okay, so I told you all about that. So how do we do this? How do we keep our hearts open? So Annette and I are going to talk about that. And when we did start talking about this conversation, I had said Annette wanted to do the sacredness in everyday living, and I wanted to do opening our hearts to love, joy, peace, and gratitude. So we put them together. And so I'm going to do the first part, and Annette will do the second part. But what's interesting is that they all kind of, I got to put that down because I talk with my hands. They all kind of, they're all mixed up, right? They all work together, aren't they? They're all kind of, they work together. So one of the ways we're just going to share how we open our hearts, okay? That doesn't mean that's how you all have to do it, but it's just we're sharing our experience today. So how do I open my heart? Keep my heart open. So one of the ways, I think a lot of you probably see little emails from me or texts from me, and I always say with an open heart and in gratitude, and I sign my name. It's not because it's always open. Believe you me, it's not always open. But it just reminds me to keep it open. And I'm like, okay, if something's bothering me, okay, keep the heart open. And it does remind me. And those are just little cues for me. Other things I do, some of you know that I'm a Buddhist. So what do? I can't see with those, sorry. I have around my house, I have Buddhists in my office have a couple little Buddha statues, not because I'm there and I'm praying to the Buddha, and I kind of don't believe in that. That's not what Buddhism is about. It's just that when I see the Buddha in that pose, right, sitting there, it makes me feel calm and peaceful. And it just reminds me, and then I see, and I'm sometimes at home or whatever and upset, and I see I've got them in every room, so I'm like, okay, let's remember. So they're just reminders for me. Okay, so now another way that I try to keep my heart open is by meditating every day. So I meditate every day for half an hour, sometimes more. So what I'm going to do is ask you all, invite you to do a little grounding meditation right now, okay? So I was bored. Oh, okay. What was that? Advertisement for meditation. Let's meditate. Okay, that's funny. Thank you for the laugh. That's good. So I'm going to invite you all to close your eyes. Now, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I invite you. Sometimes it just helps. And so I'm going to do a little very simple, short meditation, and it is actually a variation of the Buddhist loving-kindness meditation that I do every day. Okay, I've just added a few little things into it. So I'm going to ask you all to take a few deep breaths. And on each inhalation, I'm going to ask you to say in your mind, I love and approve of myself. Okay? And then hold it for a few seconds and then say it again. I love and approve of myself. And then on the exhalation, say that again. I love and approve of myself. Because we all know that if we don't love ourselves, we can't love others. So keep trying that. Let's try that again. Breathe in. I love and approve of myself. Hold it. I love and approve of myself. Exhale. I love and approve of myself. And now once more on your own. Now I want you to feel deeply this love for yourself in your body, in your heart, in every part of your body. And maybe you feel a warm sensation throughout your body. Really feel that love. And now feel that love emanating from you into this room, exuding love to every person in this room. And now visualize in your mind's eye that big blue ball that we call Earth, and all the beautiful beings and living things on this planet. Now say to all these beautiful beings, may you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful. Let's together radiate love with every thought, word, and action to every living thing on this planet. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and be in this present, here and now moment. Now, in that meditation, we opened our hearts to love and peace, and then which in turn opens us up to joy and gratitude. And then it opens us up to all the sacredness in our lives, right? So you see how they're all connected? When we open up ourselves up, they're all connected. Now, another way that I like to open up my heart to joy, so I'm going to take each single feeling to joy, is through volunteering here at Unity. So I'm going to do a little plug now, but it's the truth. For those of you who haven't volunteered or don't volunteer, give it a try, because you meet a lot of people, you have a lot of fun, and I met some beautiful friends here. I really have. My BFF over there, Elaine, and we have lots of fun together, and Arlene and Jerry and everyone else, Lori. So it's a lot of fun, and it makes you feel good. It makes me feel good. I can only speak for myself, but it makes me feel good. And we have fun together. Also, things that make me happy, make me feel joy in my life. I love singing, although other people don't like my singing, but I love singing. I love karaoke. I love dancing, but I don't get to do them enough. I'd like to do them more. Maybe that could be a resolution, although I don't do that. I just like to do it more. But I know that whenever I sing or dance, it raises my spirit. Isn't that something? Maybe I should have been doing that today before it came. Raises my spirit. And especially when I dance, because I'm a much better dancer than I'm a singer. Actually, I'm a pretty good dancer, I like to think. But I close my eyes and I listen to that music. I feel it in my body. You all feel that? Get that? I bet a lot of you feel the same, right? So that's a way for joy, right? And then a way that I open also forgot, very important, my 4-legged children. That's what brings me joy. I have 3 cats and 2 dogs, and I got to tell you, they bring me so much joy, so much joy. At night when I lay down, watch TV, I've got 1 cat here, 1 cat here, 1 cat here, and a dog here, and they're all vying for this position. They want to sit on my heart. And I just, and then I'm interbeing with them. That phrase was coined by Thich Nhat Hanh, who's a famous Vietnamese monk who passed away now. He died a couple years ago at 90, and he was up for, anyway, he did a lot of work with peace in Vietnam. With Martin Luther King, and anyway, so he coined this phrase, interbeing. So what he means is that we're all interbeing. Like a flower is not a flower alone; it needs sunshine and rain and fertilizer and dirt, right? So that flower is interbeing, just like we are. So with my animals, I feel that I have to feed them, but they give me love, and I hug them, and they hug me. So that really brings me a lot of joy. And another way that I open my heart to peace, now I'm going to go with peace, is reciting the Ho'oponopono. And I'm sure a lot of you know that. If not, check it out on the internet. Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian prayer. I do that every morning before my meditation. So what I do is I close my eyes, and in my mind's eye, I see all the people that I've been in relationship with in my life, as many as I can, especially some of the ones I didn't have a good relationship, and I say to them, I put it out there in the universe, I'm sorry, forgive me, I forgive you, I love you, and thank you for the lessons. And I got to tell you, I'm not always happy about those lessons, but they help me grow, right? So also ways that I keep my heart open and peaceful, especially peaceful, is I follow the Buddhist Eightfold Path. It's very simple: right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. And I know what's right, right? I mean, we all know what's right for us. And so that helps me stay open. Then the final thing that how I open my heart to gratitude is by writing in my gratitude journal every day. I do 10 things at night, things that I'm grateful for that day before going to bed. Then the last thing I'm going to say is how I open my heart to gratitude is I say thank you as much as I can. Thank you. So I'm going to say it right now to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you all do here, to especially the volunteers, and I think almost everybody here is a volunteer. That's how we roll here at Unity and our Unity family. Thank you for all you do, okay? It's amazing how we do it, how we get together, how we help each other when, like Ibrahim wasn't here today, Claudio jumps in. We do that, like a healthy family. Not like some of the dysfunctional families we came from. I find this is my family of choice. The other one was my, this is my family of choice. And then finally, just one last thank you. I want to do a special thank you to Arlene Boudreau. Arlene, put up your hand, please, so people know. I know Arlene doesn't like it, but I love to send her out because Arlene is the founder of our Unity family here. And without her, none of us would be here. And without her, I wouldn't know all you people. I wouldn't be here. And then Jerry, her sister, helped her a lot. That's her sister over there, Jerry. Jerry, put up your hand. Come on, I know they don't like that. They're shy, right? But I just love to thank them because without them, I wouldn't have met all you beautiful people here. And then I wouldn't have met my beautiful BFF Elaine Sharon right next to Arlene. And so thank you. Thank you, ladies. So beautiful. And that's how I've done it. For me, that's how I open my heart. And believe me, it doesn't always work, but I just keep going. And now, our Annette, she's going to tell us how she keeps her heart open.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
So I was coming at it from a different direction, but it's really interesting how everything's intersecting because I didn't know what Maria was going to be talking about, and she didn't really know what I was going to be talking about. But my whole starting point for this is the physical body. So I pulled this quote from one of my favorite authors, Henry David Thoreau. Every person is the builder of a temple called the body. So the direction that I wanted to go with this was to talk about our physical health as a conduit for our energetic and our spiritual connections with other people. So we often hear at Unity that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And this aligns with one of Unity's 12 powers, which is the power of life. So I went on the Unity website just to pull a little quote to talk about the power of life. And the quote that they gave me was, "Life works best when it's able to flow throughout the whole being as a radiant energy." So this means that we experience life first through our physical body. But we can't cultivate joy, peace, and connection if we're not grounded and aware of the needs of our physical body. So in the past several months, I've been trying to become more mindful and aware of the signals that my body's giving me. So I realized that somewhere along the line, I became conditioned to ignore my body's signals. Like I could be working on my computer all day without even moving from my spot. And then suddenly I get up and everything hurts. And I'm like, whoa, I just completely forgot that I have a physical body that I need to take care of. So I'm just gonna ask around the audience here, can I just have a show of hands? How many people in the room know what I mean about ignoring the body signal? You're hungry, you're thirsty, you need a hug, right? All the rest of it, like so many of us. I think it's because, we dwell here all the time, don't we? And we forget the physical self. So again, I believe that when we ignore the needs of our physical body, we not only make ourselves prone to illness, but also then our energy gets blocked and we impede our ability to connect to source and to each other. So now I'm more actively trying to be more mindful of the signals my body's giving me. So I do a kind of a body scan. So let's do it together. So everybody close your eyes and just feel your body. How are you feeling? Are you feeling a little tired? Are you hungry or thirsty? Do you need some water? Do you have any aches and pains? that you need to stretch or move? Do you need a hug or closeness with another person? Do you just need help with something? Do you need to express an emotion that you're feeling to a friend or a counselor or journaling? All right, so as in life, everything starts with awareness. So first we need to be aware, and I need to be aware that my body needs something before I can take care of it and actually meet those needs. So in the process of rebuilding my relationship with my body, another thing that I'm trying to become more aware of is negative self-talk about my body. So in the past year, I started to realize that not only am I regularly ignoring what my body needs, which is bad enough, but I'm also being nasty to it in my own head. So, can you imagine what it'd be like to just not only be ignored by somebody that loves you, but also have them say negative things to you? That's not very nice, right? And I was doing that to my body. So again, around the audience, another show of hands, how many people in the room have gone through periods of actually being negative and putting down your body? Could be your body, could be your mental health, could be, anything. Right? We talk negatively about ourselves as well. And that really compounds things too, doesn't it? So to try to recondition myself away from negative self-talk and rebuild a sense of love for and connection with my own body, first I have affirmations on the bathroom mirror, just like everybody else, about my body being a sacred temple, being my responsibility to love, respect, and care for. In the morning when I'm in the shower, as I'm washing, I'm actually giving gratitude for my body. And I have a new visualization that I do where I picture myself as a very young child, and I'm just sort of hugging her and stroking her hair, saying loving, compassionate things towards her. And that's another practice that I've been cultivating. And then to go on to this sort of idea of the body as a conduit, really I've been doing all of these things because I want to be able to connect to Source and to other people better than what I was doing in the past. I feel like my body's almost a satellite dish for connection. So if it's not functioning properly, then our energies are going to get blocked. So again, everybody, just give me another one. So just close your eyes for a moment and think of a time when you were in a dark place. Either you had an illness or some kind of mental health challenge or an addiction. Did that physical challenge impact your ability to connect to Source? Did it have an impact on your ability to be close to other people in your life? So when I think about the times that I was addicted to something or ill or in a dark place, I know that I was less joyful, I had less energy, I had less mental clarity, I was more foggy in my mind, I was less able to get inspiration in my life, and I felt less connected to other people. So this kind of daily practice of scanning our body to take better care of it and to meet its needs, to me is an important foundation for being able to find joy, connection, and the sacred in our daily lives. Okay. So one last little piece here. So I was fortunate in December to go to a private retreat. It's a beautiful place on the banks of a river in Cambridge, Ontario. I was safe and warm indoors while the snow was falling outside, and this was my view from my living room window. So I did a meditation looking out at this beautiful scene, and that was when I had the vision for this portion of the talk. So at that moment, I realized that what I long for in my day-to-day life is peace and quiet in my mind as much as possible throughout my life. Some deliberateness about what I'm doing, and not just going through the motions on autopilot while my mind is racing away making trouble. I also realized that, as Reverend David always says at Unity, this peace is within us all the time, if we would only take the time to sit quietly and listen for it. So at that moment, I realized that we have the ability at any moment to invoke the sacred. So how can we invoke the sacred at any moment? And I realized it's really simple. You know when you saw a mountain view for the first time, or the sea? What did that feel like? To me, it's like awe. We just take a moment, we're like, wow. We view this inspiring scene, we kind of like suck our breath in, right? And we almost hold it as we're getting just hit with this awareness. And then we just have a moment where we just appreciate it. We can soak in the beauty, we're filled with gratitude for this inspiring scene, and our hearts expand for a moment. So lately I've been imagining taking this same awe-inspiring moment, but directing it towards the mundane in my life. So a small example, we reached down to pet our dog or our cat. We can stop for a second to appreciate the innocence and beauty of this little creature and take a deep breath and hold our breath for a moment and let our heart be filled with gratitude for this creature and how precious it is. If we're about to have a meal with our loved one, this is my favorite one, we can stop for a moment. I had just had my birthday party recently. There were 14 of us. Before we dug into the food, 14 of us stood around the island and held hands, right? And we just stop for a second. We take a breath. We say a few words of appreciation for the people that we're with at the table, for the bounty of food on the table and the farmers that grew it for us. And then we just let our hearts be filled with gratitude for it for a moment. Now, this one we don't think about, but if you walk in the front door and your loved one is in the room, could be a parent, child, friend, pet, and they're waiting for us, what do we usually do? The coat's off, the boots are off, we zoom around, go to the bathroom, do all our stuff or whatever. Do we even acknowledge the human being that is in our space? So instead, we can just pause. We can walk up to them and give them a hug and hold them, and we can say, thank you for this person. Close our eyes and just say a little prayer while we're hugging them. And we can do this at any time of day about any small thing. So in my mind, this is how we make the small moments of life into something sacred. It's really mindfulness that is sparkling with gratitude. So we're rounding it, we're finishing up here. So I'm just going to do a little meditation with you now. So if everybody could, again, if you are comfortable, close your eyes. So just feel the support of the seat under you. And take a few deep breaths through your nose and into your belly, like fill yourself up with air. And bring your awareness to a beautiful place that you have visited, one that you'll always remember fondly. And hold that image in your mind throughout this meditation. Take another deep breath and hold it for an extra moment before you exhale. And go deeper into that place and become aware of the details of it. Where's the light in this image? Is the sunlight dancing on the water or on the grass? Are the trees shimmering in the light? Imagine the breeze in your hair or the sun on your skin. And breathe deeply. Do you have any smell that you have there or any sounds? Notice these sacred details in your mind. Take another deep breath. And this time, while you're breathing in, fill your heart with gratitude for this place. And stay here in gratitude for a moment. Now visualize a being in that place. It could be a being that you love and appreciate, a butterfly flitting by, a favorite pet, trotting through the wildflowers. Could be a beloved child playing with bubbles and giggling, or your beloved in your tender embrace. Take another deep breath. And while you're breathing in, fill your heart with gratitude for this being. And stay in gratitude for another moment. Breathe in deeply and say these words to yourself silently. My life is sacred. My body is sacred. The earth is sacred. My loved ones are sacred. I give gratitude for the beauty of love and creation that surrounds me and flows through me. I promise to give myself this gift when I wake up each morning and when I rest my head at night. I promise to give myself this gift daily. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. I don't think we have time for questions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks so
Annette,
much,
for that
everybody.
Beautiful. Okay, well, thank you.
It's all good.
Okay, so, sorry, we went on long, but, you know, we both had a lot to say. So, does anybody, yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
She's good.
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry we went on too long, but we all had a lot to say. I hope we have time for a couple of questions. We don't have a lot of time, but maybe we could take one or two questions of the audience. Does anybody have any questions of us? And Judy will come around. Is there a question? Oh, oh, thank you,
Thank
Elaine.
you.
Thank you. I paid her to say that, by the way. And it's Elaine's birthday we're taking her out for her birthday today. It's her birthday on the 4th, so happy birthday, Elaine. Thank you, Elaine.
Good morning. I really appreciate your message.
Oh.
It was just good. It was the right thing for today,
Good.
tomorrow, and for the days to come. Thank you.
Thank you,
Oh,
Bobby
thank
Jo.
you, Bobby Joe. Thank you for everything you do, Bobby Joe.
Perfect.
Anybody else? We're good? Okay, so that's it for us. Now, I have, just in case anybody's interested, I have, these are a couple of the affirmations that I put up in my room. And I just had copies from other workshops I've done. And this is one I see every morning. It's, I radiate peace with every thought, word, and action. And I always add to that, I radiate peace and love. And on the back it says, I envision a world where peace resides in every heart. Anybody that wants some, I'll put them at the back there or over here, and you can take it if you like, if you want to put it up. Anyway, that's it for us. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
I'm going to stay here.
Thank you. Oh, you got to stay, right? I got to go.
Well, I'd like to thank Maria and Annette for their contribution today. I find they allow themselves to be vulnerable and really speak from the heart. And that's how it is here at Unity anyway. But it's one thing, you know, down there, but it's another thing to really dig deep and put these things together. I really appreciated the little meditations. They were very nice. And so, and then I'd like to say, I'll say it, thanks to Claudio for filling in today. And so that we can have our video so that it gets posted Facebook and YouTube and maybe somewhere else. I'm not sure. Anyways.
And thank you, Adam, so much for the beautiful music. Like, you keep so many things going at the same time. He's got his 3 songs that he has to sing. And then I ask him to play music in behind us talking.
Sorry
like, how
about
you
the one
remember it all?
ad, everyone. Sorry.
How you remember it all, I don't know. So at this time, let us take to heart our vision, mission, and statement of being, which is shown on the screen.
We have a global vision. Will you please speak it with me? Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
And we have a sacred mission. Will you say that with me as well? We
Inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world. And we have a personal statement of being. Let's say this together. I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all.
All right, so we have lots of announcements as usual. Just to remember that additional information about these and other classes and events can be found in our newsletter and on our Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor website.
The seminar committee invites everyone to contribute your ideas for seminars in 2026. Please write your ideas on our brainstorming board, which is found upstairs in the hospitality room, and you can join us up there right after the service, and you can do that.
Perfect. And today, right here in the chapel, in this room, from 12 to 2:30, Nelson Ng will be facilitating a drumming circle. So come and feel the healing power of drumming.
Tomorrow, which is February 2nd, from 6 to 8:30, Tammy Malosh will be facilitating a divine feminine sacred circle. Come find your sacredness. Allow it to unfold.
And then next Sunday, February the 8th, in the sanctuary from 10:30 to 11:30, Reverend David will be speaking, and his talk title will be When the Holy is Hiding in Plain Sight.
This Wednesday, February 4th, from 6:30 to 8, the first floor classroom, Reverend David will be facilitating Wednesday Wisdom and Transformation. So this week's topic is, what's love got to do with it?
It's all about the love. Sunday, February the 8th, from 11:30 to 1 in the hospitality room, the social committee will be holding a day of love and friendship, thrift shop, fun fashion show, and potluck. All the models will be wearing clothes or items from our Unity thrift shop, whether it be a dress, hat, or a rake, or So shop this thrift shop early. This will not be a haute couture fashion show, but a fun one. And the social committee are looking for anybody in the community who wants to be a model for that. So please put your name on the sign-up sheet in the first floor hospitality room. If you're interested, talk to Maria.
On Sunday, February 15th, from 12:30 to 1:30, Sue Honestchuck will be holding a Course in Miracles information session for anyone who may be interested in joining her class.
And Friday, February 20th, from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. in the hospitality room. The social committee will be organizing their very first Unity Games Night. So if you plan to attend, put your name on the sign-up sheet so we know if people are interested in the event. And coffee, tea, cookies, and popcorn will be served, but you can bring other snacks as well.
So in case you didn't get all that, check the website. Okay. Reminder, our prayer chaplain is Mariette Jones, the lovely Mariette Jones. She's part of the prayer team. We really appreciate her. And so she'll be upstairs in the prayer room for personal, confidential prayer for anyone who wishes that.
And all of our classes, programs, and services are made possible by the generous donation of your time, talent, and treasure. We're deeply grateful for all of our volunteers and your financial support. Our heartfelt thanks to your continuous support.
So we invite you now to stand up. Let's open our hearts and minds in gratitude as we close by speaking out loud, or if you prefer, silently to yourself, our love offering blessing prayer together. Divine love in me and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
So now we're going to do the prayer of protection. Are ready? So the light of love surrounds us.
We are light.
The love of the divine enfolds us.
We are love.
The peace of love fills us.
We are peace.
The power of love protects us.
We are power.
And the presence of love watches over us.
We are presence.
Wherever we are, love is.
All is divine.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be our joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Thank you for joining us here in the sanctuary today. Please come upstairs, first floor hospitality room for snacks, beverages, laughter, and fabulous conversation, raising consciousness, conversation, raising consciousness. Why can't I get that out?
Conscious raising
Consciousness.
raising consciousness.
Conversations. I don't know who wrote that, but that's a tongue twister. Thanks,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone. Happy February.